Good day, gamers. Purple Mentat here, bringing you some more Don't Starve. So, let's get started right where we left off, at the beginning of day 5 in my survival world. I've got myself a nice little camp here. So I thought. Oh, wait, that's right. I built myself a second fire pit, didn't I? Or no, I just have my fire pit a good bit away from my camp. So I got a nice little camp here. I have some initial defenses set up. By defenses, I mean farms. Things to keep myself alive. How's the hunger doing? Hunger's great. Sanity's great. Health is great. Trees. I need more trees. So, let's start chopping a few down. Not that there's a whole ton around here. If I remember correctly, we are progressing towards winter. Which is good for me. Yes, because there's a burrow right there. Or actually, no, the burrows aren't winter necessarily. They are... Those are for the moles, aren't they? Yeah, that's for a mole guy. Okay. That's fine, though. Alright. Grab a sapling, bring it with me. Hollow stumps are cool. I need lots and lots of logs. Today is going to be all about gathering materials. How am I doing on food supply in general? Not great. That's okay. Here, those away, this away. Try to get some more things into the backpack in general. Use that pig over there to get myself some more manure if I had the right. I can feed him some red caps. There. Manure will be very useful for the winter. Mostly just chopping trees. Oh, silly tree. Tried to trick me. Mostly just chopping trees today. Need to make myself a spear, that's for certain. Won't be long before the hound attack. After the first week, I believe, you always get a hound attack. So it's a good idea not to let that kill you. The reason I'm chopping down so many trees? Well, the lumber is going to be used to make planks, which is going to be used to make chests. So that I have storage that I don't have to carry around with me. This will be good. And the reason for all of the manure is mostly farming. Once I have a good collection of manure and a bunch of farms, I'll be able to set up a probably focus on getting myself a cooking pot. Get myself going on meatballs. An entire day of chopping trees. See that toad over there? They can be a good source of meat, but you have to gather them with traps, and I don't believe they appear in the winter. Been a productive day. Fairly safe place to do a lot of tree chopping. I like to handle things in large bursts like this, so that I have a good bit of the resource in question. Because usually you find a lot of the same resource in the same area, which means I can kind of focus on this one type. And that way, I will have lots of it available, and then I can go looking for something else useful. Trying to get my sanity back up to 200 before night falls. Don't think it's gonna happen. Almost out of shovel here. That might kill it. Nope. I can dig up one more stump. Alright, we'll take down one more tree. Pigs just went home, so no feeding of them. Not that I couldn't just build another shovel out here in the field. Oh, I actually haven't unlocked the shovel yet. Heh. That's cute. That's right, I found one. Forgot about that. More green caps. Technically freshening up the ones I already have. See, the way that spoilage works is it takes an average of all of the items in the stack. And that means if you add new items to the stack, it changes the average. It's a neat mechanic. Ooh. Can I give you petals and make you my friend? I can. Awesome. So, the cat-coon will follow me around and occasionally hack up hairballs like this. Which sometimes contain very useful things like berries. Gross, huh? And I believe if I'm near him, I gain a bit of sanity, but not as much as I'm currently losing. Oh well. Okay. Time for some exploring, I think. Need to get a little bit of food together for the next day. Short on grass. I'm going to head for that savanna up there and collect all of the grass there because it's probably respawned by now. Let's see, Spiderland's up there. Lots of ice. That'll be useful come summertime. Hounds and the Maxwell's door down that way. What's that way? That's the big question that we're going to answer today. What is over there? Can I use it to help me survive the winter? Winter's not really all that hard to survive. You really just need two key components. I was away for too long. To survive the winter, you need to make sure you have enough food, and you need to make sure that you have enough heat to keep yourself from freezing to death. That guy right near my base could be useful. That's right, I think I was planning on a mole meat farm. Yeah, that'll be good. I don't want a basic farm. I want an improved farm. I don't have enough manure for the improved farm. I have no need of the opulent axe yet, but I can make myself a regal shovel. There we are. And let's see, I want to refine some logs into boards. No, of course you can't. That would be far too easy, wouldn't it? Make myself a couple more. And build myself a chest. There we go. Yay! Hunger's down to 68. Time to eat some berries. And start cooking up my birch nuts. These don't give a ton of hunger, but I've got a ton of birch nuts. And replanting them is just suicidal. So. 110. 119. Yeah. They're only giving 8 apiece, but that's being enough at the moment. Metal potato thing. I almost forgot about you. Very useful thing to have early on. And I've got a piggy nearby. Awesome. Alright, before we go any further, it's time to handle some basic self-defense. And also, I don't have any gears yet, do I? Did I find any? There's a little bit of marble area over there, but I don't think there's any of the things that I can get gears from over there. That's okay. We'll follow the road and we'll probably find something. Alright, first things first, as I was saying, I need basic self-defense, which means I need rope. And to make rope, you have to refine it with grass. So make some rope, and make myself a spear. Awesome. Now I can kill things a little bit easier. Wet goop is unfortunately perishable. I have no idea what it turns into. Well, I mean, when it rots, it'll turn into rot, but wet goop on its own normally comes out of a crock pot. You don't want to eat it, though, that's for certain. Suppose I'm just going to leave it on the ground and let it rot. Next step. As long as we're talking personal defense, I want a log suit. 2 rope. Awesome. And prototyping things, of course, restores a good bit of sanity. Now, one of the other great things that I can do for personal defense, which I found one time, is a boomerang. But for that, I need silk. For silk, I need spiders. And I'm going to need a lot of silk, so I should probably plan on killing a lot of spiders. Unfortunately, I think that's the easiest source of lots of spiders. Hopefully east of here I'll find something good as well. I need lots of charcoal, as long as we're talking about things I need lots of. Alright, let's leave a bunch of things here. And then we can go exploring. No, plant. Saplings luckily will grow without any further provocation from the player. As will trees. This is important to have a stable source of wood to last the winter, because wood is basically your #1 source of heat. Alright, I don't need you with me, and these are not super useful to have along. You are. I need 1 stack of logs. Well, actually, no. I don't need a stack of logs. I can do with... Let's see. Campfire uses 2 logs, so that'll be more than enough logs for quite a long time. Keep my grass handy. Keep my pine cones handy. Birch nuts will be useful for foods. There we go. Seeds, butterfly wings, petals, those will all probably rot, but that's alright. And these 2 will be used to make more tools while I'm out and about. Did I fail at making the logs? Oh no, there it is. It was just on slot #1. So the plan is, if I get attacked, to grab my log suit and start defending myself. No problem. Alright. Off we go, follow the road. And gather useful things such as saplings along the way. Fortunately, I just reached the end of this road. That didn't take long, did it? I can see another sapling behind that tree. Whoops. Well, that green cap is gone forever. That was not actually a sapling, it was a hollow stump. Oh well. Once you dig up a mushroom, they stop regrowing. So, use caution around your mushrooms if you want to be able to continue collecting them. Yeah. Dark doesn't stop me. I'm way too cool for the dark. Oh, nice. That guy's been kindly, slowly turning my mushrooms into manure for me. Fantastic. We'll leave a few more outside of his house. Maybe he'll do the same. Alright. We're going to follow this coastline north. Quite likely... ooh, actually, there is a forest right over there. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. I think we're going to be in good shape for the winter after all. Because this is not very far from home. There's plenty of potential meat here. But much more important than these at the moment is getting myself set up with some gear. Oh wow, look at all of those bunny holes. Yeah, I chose an even better place than I realized. fantastic. It has been probably a little more than a week since I last played, in case you're wondering, wait, didn't he already know about that? Ooh, berry bushes. Those are useful to set up for a renewable source of veg that I don't have to keep spending fertilizer on. Also, I'm going to need something to feed myself while I'm out, and those birch nuts are only going to last so long. One of the most useful mushrooms for most useful uses of mushrooms early on is to generate fertilizer, be it rot or manure. Okay. Time to overnight with a campfire. We'll build it right there. Fantastic. Some berries. Awesome. And let's see, 97. I need 5 of these. 6. I should probably be attacked for eating so many of these, but luckily that doesn't happen. Okay. Going to cut until morning, as there's nothing else that's going to happen before then. See you soon. Morning dawns, right on schedule. And I continue on my way, hoping to find a... Ooh, bees. Awesome. Bees are a very useful thing to start to cultivate. Having a nice lone hive like that means that I can get my hands on some bees without nearly as much danger. Okay. Gonna continue gathering saplings and berry bushes. Not a whole lot to it right now. Just getting prepped for winter. All of the interesting stuff happens after you survive your... Well, all the really interesting stuff, I feel, happens after you survive your first nasty season. Don't eat rot. You don't want to do it. You're gonna have a bad time. Alright, we'll leave the sticks, because I'm kind of overloaded at the moment. Bring the berries with us. And stop digging up saplings for the time being. Oh hey, more bees. And another little newbie glade over here. That's unexpected. Ooh, that looked like an evil flower. That could be a really good thing down there for me. It is a regular flower. Have I not found a touchstone yet? Surprisingly, it doesn't look like it. Luckily, time is paused while I'm looking at the map. Huh. Alright. It's probably time to go follow another road for a while. Find things of interest. Roads will always lead to locations of interest. That is their primary function in this game. So if you're not finding anything interesting where you are, follow a road until you do. I'm going to explore the rest of this forest, but it looks like it probably cuts off as soon as I get over here. Not much longer until winter. Kind of really need that icebox. So the reason you want an icebox is that way you can save your vegetables and your crockpot cooking recipes and all of those other things that you create. Feed yourself? Yeah. Alright. Not time to set up traps just yet. Don't want to get distracted from the primary goal of this expedition. Alright. Savannah goes quite a bit further than expected. And then I'm back into newbie land. Interesting. Oh well. More berry bushes. These will stack until 10. Looks like I'll be able to dine solely on berries tonight. Might as well fill up my grass as long as I'm at this grassland. And more flint is never a bad thing. Okay, here's a crossroads. That's kind of nice. And it's in a forest. So I'm highly likely to find spiders. Which is the other purpose of this expedition. It'd be nice if there were a golden spear. There does not seem to be a gold version of either of the weapons, the spear or the boomerang. This was less of a crossroad and more of a loop-de-loop. Alright. Oh hey, brick path. I don't know if the brick path leads you to more rare and useful resources than the standard walking path. But it certainly looks better. Here we go. Only 2 hours in this evening. One would think that a shorter night would be leading towards more of a summer, a summer kind of season. But in this world, not so much. Oh! Good news, everybody. I found these guys. They dropped the gears. Ow. As you can see, the log suit provides me quite a lot of defense. There we go. Nice. 6 of them. And I'm not in bad shape either. Kind of low on the durability on this guy at the moment, but that's okay. Buzzards and such over here. Cool. And do some mining tonight. And then on my way home, I'll see about creating myself some charcoal. There we go. The reason for doing it just like that, you'll note that this is now, it looks like it's a different color than the others. It is now crafted, and I can just click and set it down. I've already spent the resources on it. Alright. So I get 6 of these cooked up. Actually, I might need more than that. Oh, jeez. Hurt myself a bit there. That's a problem. Oh well. Ashes are useful. Alright. Morning dawns. Anytime now. There we go. Time to head back to that forest area. I'm gonna gather some more gold while I'm at it, because I'm gonna need it. Oh, but I'm out of room for rocks. That's not great. I actually have as much gold as I can carry as well. Alright, maybe I won't be gathering gold at the moment. Ashes are not as useful as gold. And you know what? Actually, I can refine the rocks down. But that's going to take another inventory space. Too many saplings on hand. Too many bushes. Too many grass tufts. Alright. We'll be back for this stuff later. Luckily, I can actually just leave these things here. That green cap will slowly turn to rot, and when I come back to this area, it'll all be waiting for me. Of course, that means that it's going to be difficult for me to create charcoal on my way home right now. It'd be nice if I could find not Charlie, Chester. Chester is a sentient chest that'll follow you around. You just need to find an eye bone to create him. Or, not create. Speaking of eye bone, well... Clearly, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Awesome. Chester is my pet. He will follow me and he will carry my things. Which means that I can go on much longer expeditions. Which at this point, very, very useful. Sorry about that. Had a phone call come in, had to pause the game. Came back. Now I can finish up that mining that I was doing down here. And collect the goods that I left behind. Which I can't see on the minimap, but I know in general where they were. If I had some meat on me, I could totally do some buzzard hunting. Fortunately, without any meat handy, that's not easy to do. However, let's see where these roads go through this biome. Could be very useful information indeed. Chester will always follow the eye bone, no matter where the eye bone is. If you put the eye bone on the ground, well, he won't be moving because he's still following the eye bone. You can also leave the eye bone in your backpack, and that means if you ever equip your log suit, he keeps following the eye bone, which is in the backpack. It's pretty useful. Yes, I'm blowing by a lot of potential resources, because I feel that at a stack and a quarter of gold, and I mean, I'm going to need a lot more rock than I have, but I should be okay on gold for a while. And this is a big loop. Of course it is. Seems like half of the roads in the game are just big loops. Running. Now it's time to return home. I have farming that I have to do, and I need to start gathering large quantities of rabbit meat. But first... There we are. Time to start a forest fire. Smokey the Bear would not approve. I'm going to leave the backpack and Chester right there. Ow. Ow again. Oh well. I lost a couple of saplings. That's okay. So when you burn a tree, it creates charcoal. I'm going to need a fair bit of charcoal if I want to make my food last as long as possible. Ow. Ow. No! My charcoal caught on fire. This is an unexpected turn of events. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to need charcoal to preserve my food, because charcoal allows one to create drying racks. It also allows one to... What? That was odd. It was very odd. There. Keep burning. Huh, I guess those few are segregated enough that they're not going to do that for me. That's okay. Bring you over here. We'll light you. And you. Ow! And we'll dig you up before we light the other. There we are. Fantastic. Now the reason I'm gathering so much charcoal is I need 2 of it per drying rack and 6 of it per crock pot. And I'd like to have more than 1 crock pot available, if at all possible. Alrighty. Let's collect Chester in our backpack. That's barely enough charcoal to do what I want to do. Need to burn more trees. Need a nice, good, thick grouping of them. Probably north of here, looks like. Yeah. Chester sleeps at night, unless you bother him and keep him awake. There we go. Now I've got a good forest fire going. And I will set up a campfire right there. That'll cast a good radius of light for a little while, till the fire burns itself out. Awesome. Doing well. A little injured. Not much in the way of health at the moment. Let's cook some berries. $90. Yep. So I need 6. 36, 45, 54, 63. 104 becomes 105. Most cooked food restores a small amount of health. You need to get into the crock pot before you can start restoring large amounts of health. But we have that capability now. Day 9. Fantastic. Actually, hang on. Day 9. I totally forgot. It's time for me to wrap this up. I'll be back next time with 4 more days worth of Don't Starve. See you in a few days, folks. Thank you for joining me.